Hey, what's up, weirdos? Welcome back into Movement Parallels Life. I'm Kellen Milat. Excited to be back here with you. I've got a great practice lined out for us today. This one's going to be focused on core work. So here's the deal. We're going to begin with a 10-minute warm-up series to activate the body. Then we're going to move on to some more challenging movements and up the intensity. Let's get right into things today. We'll start off in a supine tuck position. And we'll get things going with just a basic rocking action. You can modify this, give your body some extra support by holding onto the fronts or backs of your knees. If you want to progress this, you can add rotation. Keep your core braced. We're maintaining a rounded spine and a smooth rocking action. We're going to stick with this rocking action and now rock up, balance on your glutes, and hold this balancing V-sit for just a few seconds. Then rock back, rock a few times, rock up, and balance. You can extend your legs for more challenge here. Hold this V-sit for as long as you want. Rock back, place your feet down, drive your hips up. Next, we've got our hip bridge, and we're going to add a march. Make sure that your pelvis is scooped, pressing your hip creases to the ceiling. Press your support leg down into the floor, and then bring one knee in towards your chest. Both feet down, maintain your hip bridge, and then we're going into our bridge reaches. Roll to one shoulder, reach your opposite arm across your body, extend into the reach. Bring it back. Next up, bring your fists to meet your knees and press. Press your hands into your knees back into your hands. Then release one side, extend the arm and leg, bring it back and switch. The key here is making sure this connection is squeezing tight. Keep your low back glued to the floor. Next, we'll go right into our cross crawl pattern. Rotate and bring your elbow, wrist, or hand to your opposite knee. You can slow it down, find stability in every rotation. Next, roll onto your side. Side bridge position, forearm support. The top leg is going to draw in and then reach back. Switch sides. Next, transition to a plank position. And we'll go with an alternating shoulder tap. Keep your hips stable here, so not a lot of rotating through the hips, just a shift from side to side. Move your weight over your support arm, and the free arm covers up your shoulder. Pause for a moment. Switch from side to side. Next, walk your feet into transition to a crawl position, and we'll go to an alternating kick through. Want the support arm to be locked out, shoulder over wrist. Extend your legs straight out. Now we're going to go back one more round through. Repeat the series, starting with rocking. So remember, just a warm-up intensity at this point. You can start to feel your core waking up and serving as the foundation for your movements. Rock up, balancing V-sit. Bridge march. Lower down. Transition to bridge reaches. Pull your knees in, fists meet your knees. Arm and leg extension, maintain that strong pressure. Same position, transition to cross-body rotations. Roll onto your side. Side bridge position with the leg sweep. Switch sides. Transition to plank, shoulder taps. Step in, crawl position, alternating kick throughs. There we go, that's time. Good work. Now that we're warmed up, we're ready to roll into our workouts. We've got 3 movement series today, 3 movements each. We're gonna go 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to rest and transition between movements. We'll go through the first series for 2 rounds, move right onto the second series, and then the third series. Let's get started. First up, back to that tuck supine position, then extending to a full hollow body position. Tuck and extend. Hold that hollow body, keeping your low back in contact with the floor. You can modify by bringing the arms to the sides, opening the legs, or drawing the legs in slightly. If you want to progress this even further, you can add a rocking action to your hollow body. Good work. 15 seconds to rest. You're going to stay in a supine lying position. Bring your arms down to the sides. Our next movement, we've got a flutter kick. So extend the legs. Again, keeping the low back in contact with the ground. Flutter kick. You can draw your knees in for a short rest. And then back to your flutter. Ten seconds. Fifteen seconds to rest. For our third movement in the series, I'm gonna rock up, hold this tripod position, draw it in, 1, 2, 3 times, sit, and then rock up to the other side. 1, 2, 3, rock back. Use the strength of your core to draw your knee in, draw your leg underneath your body. That's time. 15 seconds to rest. We're going to go through that series one more time. Coming back with the hollow body extensions. Begin. That's time. 15 seconds to rest. Got Flutter Kicks up next. If you need some extra support here on this one, you can wedge your hands underneath your hips. But otherwise, I encourage you to keep the arms out to the sides. Maintain that hollow body shape so low back stays in contact with the ground. Draw your knees in if you need a little break. Short break, few sips of air, and then right back to your flutter. You can expand the range of motion, however that works for your body. Rest 15 seconds. And on to our rock-ups. Tripod position. Draw your knee in. Push the ground away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Switch. That's time. Take a few moments to rest. Maybe come into a prone extension, stretching out the front line of the body. Taking some deep breaths. Lower down. Press up. Hold. Breathe. 2 more, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Lower down and roll over. Series number 2, we're going to begin with tuck ups or V-ups. Get set, 45 seconds, begin. Fifteen seconds to rest. Rock up to a sitting position. Next up, we've got our Pike Leg Lifts. So I'm going to sit tall here, legs fully extended. Plant your fingertips down and near the knees. Avoid leaning back, but pitch yourself forward and just a little lift of the straight legs. Again, you want to avoid leaning back and using momentum. Keep your spine long, core strong. Challenge your abs and your hip flexors to lift your straight legs. That's time, 15 seconds to rest. hang out in the same seated pike position. Next, we've got hip presses. Plant the hands next to the hips. You're gonna rock forward, press, push the hips off the ground, return for a soft landing, and repeat. You can hold this position 3 to 5 seconds. That's time. Rest 15 seconds. Lie back. Get ready for round 2. Extend your arms and legs. And working with any version of the tuck up or V up that works for you. Rest 15 seconds. Sitting up in your pike position. Get set. Leg lifts. Last few seconds. Time. Get set for hip presses. And begin. Time. Take your rest. Just a quick break before we go on to our third series. Come into a kneeling position. Step out to a half kneeling position. Just gonna hold this stretch. Make sure your pelvis is scooped, your back leg pushing down into the floor. Squeeze your glute to create the active stretch. So you've got the activation, you're creating the stretch, then you can start to add some movement, gliding forward and back. Shift forward, plant your hands, extend the back leg, hold. Drop the knee, step back, switch sides, half kneeling. Find the stretch created through your active strength and effort. A few deep breaths, some glides forward and back. Plant your hands, extend the back leg, hold. Step back. Now we're going to move on to series 3. We're starting with side sit switches. So from our side sit position, back leg is going to swing forward or rock back to the hips to switch the figure 4 legs, wrap the straight leg back. The key here for making this a core movement is to stay low to the ground, keep your core engaged, braced, and use the kick of your back leg and push off the ground with your hands to create this spinning switch transition. Get set, 45 seconds, let's go. On that side sit, pitch forward, come down low, keep your core braced. That's time. Rest 15 seconds. Next up, a plank variation. You start getting into position. You can hold your plank, either forearm plank or push-up plank. If you want to challenge yourself here, you can come to a 3-point plank, lifting an arm or leg, or lift an opposite arm and leg. Rest 15 seconds, lower down to the ground. Final movement in this series, arch ups. Extend the arms, lift, pause, and lower. Lift and hold 3 to 5 seconds. Last one, lift and hold. Rest. Push your way back up. Side sit position. Get ready for our spinning switches. And begin. 10 seconds. That's time. 15 seconds to rest. Transition. Go into your plank variation of choice. Get set and go. Ten seconds. Time, lower down. Let's finish strong with arch ups. Get set. And begin. Last few seconds here. That's time. Bring it down. Take your rest. Go into another prone extension, supporting yourself on your forearms. Begin to hollow out, pushing the ground away, and then dragging your forearms back, opening your chest and thoracic spine. Hollow out, shift back, and hips forward, pull forward, and open. Lower down, arms at 90-degree angles or palms grounded. Going to bend at the knee, step over and across. Come back, switch sides. One more each side. Switch, last one. Awesome job making it through those 3 series. Now we've got just a little bit of work left today as we move on to our finisher. 2 movements left today, half kneeling side bends and L-sits. For your L-sits, some props can be helpful here. So if you have a set of yoga blocks, parallettes, or even 2 chairs or stacks of thick hardcover books, that's just gonna give you some ground clearance to hold this L-sit position. It's not necessary. You can hold the position on the ground, but having some extra clearance is certainly nice for these L sits, which I'll be honest with you are not my favorite, so I thought I would share the love today. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, side bends on one side, side bends on the other, and then 30 seconds of L sits. Probably not gonna hold the L sit for the full 30 seconds, but you can throw in just a couple bursts of 5 to 7 second holds, whatever you've got, and we'll go through for 3 consecutive rounds. So get set. I'm gonna start off half kneeling side bends. Interlace the fingers behind your head, bend to the side, feel the length through the side body, and feel your core braced, wrapping around your torso. And keep that strongly braced core as you pull yourself back upright. Switch sides. Take your time with these side bends. Work through a full range of motion. Really stay mindful of keeping your core braced. L sits. Ten seconds left. Maybe get one more hold in. Round 2, side bends. For a little bit more work on these side bends, you can start to extend your arms. Switch. L sits. Ten seconds left. Get one more hold. Final round. Back to side bends. Switch. L sits to finish. Final 10 seconds. And that's time. All right, y'all, that's it. Our practice today is complete. Awesome job. You crushed it. Now, before you get out of here, if you enjoyed this session, please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend who loves to move. And for more movement goodness, check out the links below. I've got a training app and a premium class subscription. And these are great ways to start to get outside the box of traditional exercise and expand your movement practice. So that's it for me. I'm out of here. But once again, thank you for coming out to move with me. I appreciate you. Take good care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay active, and I'll see you in the next practice.